team, welcome to today's video. Yes, it is another running key workout, but the video is not all about the actual workout itself. It's more about a moment of realization and reflection on how my training's gone, the point I'm at, and what I need to do to carry on going. I think I may be at risk of falling apart and breaking. Right, one set, 3 minutes done. I'll explain what the session is in a minute, but what did I mean by falling apart and a reflection moment? I train old school, and I always have done. I mix it with duathlon. I've had a focus on running, scale back the biking, and this focus on running, I've really piled it on in terms of intensity lately and volume really. It just feels like the body's creaking, and I think I need to remove the old school and start taking a look at these Norwegian singles where you train at threshold pace regularly. The easy runs are really, really easy. So you're not mashing the body as much at those kind of sub-threshold paces. And the channel I've been watching, A Up and Run, hi Neil, big up, watch the channel. He's done some good experiments using Norwegian singles method. Of course, he's aiming at a bit longer distance, and he's recently had good success with half marathon. I'm aiming for shorter distances, but I'm kind of thinking if I don't change something now, I'm not going to make it through to the races I've got planned for the year in 2026. So to save the form I've got now, and I think there is some good form underneath, I'm going to dial it back and switch to Norwegian singles training. What that means, less intense workouts, but at the right level, more regularly, and hopefully quicker to recover. And the reason what stimulated this, the session I did last time, I'll put it up, hopefully link it in here, 30 times 200. Great session, loved it, felt great, dynamic, a real big boost. But it's Thursday today and I'm still not recovered. And I'm having to do a workout on the treadmill to protect my Achilles, a workout on the treadmill so I don't bust the pace and push too hard. And yeah, I just need a bit of a reset. All is not lost, things should be good still, as long as I can dial it back. I think using this Norwegian singles, I won't lose anything I've got now. Hopefully I'll consolidate and stay where I am, and that's good enough. Stay where I am and not get injured. Okay, hopefully I've got the message over. I'll finish this next set, rep on this set, and I'll explain what it is, and it'll be a short video over, because the session has to be reduced. Even though it's my first structured workout since the Sunday 30 times 200s, I still can't do a full session. It's Thursday, the legs still aren't ready for it. Better than they were yesterday, but still not right for a full-blown session. It's not a good story, is it? So the session today, I've reduced it, scaled it right back. I was going to do 10 times 3 minutes. It now is 4 times 4 minutes, but it's broken down into 3 minutes kind of just below sub-threshold or sub-threshold. Rest for a minute, and then do 1 minute slightly faster to complete the 4 minute block. So just 4 lots of those. And that's, I've had to reduce it just because I'm not recovered. Yeah, sad story, isn't it? Right, let's get this minute done now because my time's up, and then I'll tell you some other things that are on my mind with this change that I'm going to make to the training. Right, there's a minute. Whew. 2 lots of 4 minutes done. So what's on my mind then? Well, one is I don't really know what sub-threshold is for me. It's all perceived. Don't know what the heart rate tilt is between sub-threshold and threshold and above threshold. I haven't had any testing done, so I just got to try and gauge it by pace, which is why it's good measurable on the treadmill. And the other thing is, yeah, I'm a duathlete. I know I've reduced my bike efforts and intensity. I've noticed over the last kind of 3 weeks, I'm still getting like 7 hours of cycling in. Now, is that effectively hindering the running? I mean, in my head, I'm like, yeah, this is good recovery, spinning the legs, but it could be I'm just fatiguing myself further. So over the next 2 weeks, I've got 2 weeks until we've got the 10K, the Clayton 10K, and then just over 2 weeks until the mid-Cheshire 5K. So I don't want to ruin all the hard work, so it's almost like I can taper and play around with lower intensity in these sessions to find the right levels. And there won't be any harm in that at all. There won't be any impact of doing that. It won't affect how fit I am, I don't think, for those 2 races. So yeah, big changes. And for me, it's a discipline. It's a discipline of putting that in place, because I know what I'm like. But I seem to have spiraled between, yeah, hard session, oh my word, complain I can't recover, hard session, and that cycle just grinds you down. So I'm really going to try and do it differently from now on, see how those races go, and then into the rest of 2026 I've got a whole timetable of NSRA, the local Staffordshire Road Running Association races, and I want to be able to complete them. At the moment I think I'm just going to crumble away and I won't make it. So yeah, I've got to think tactically, got to think a bit differently, longevity, and just enjoy it and not kill myself. So yeah, big change. Hold me to account, you guys on YouTube. Right, let's get these second 2 sets done, and then this reduced session will be in the bag. The start of the change. Okay, right, let's get this done. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention, I'll include strides, lots of strides. You can do them at any time in your training, but the idea of strides is get the legs turning over without mashing them, lots of big recoveries, accelerate through. So even a short kind of 80 to 100 meter stride, you're moving at pace far beyond what your race pace is, but you're not mashing it. You're getting the legs dialed in, the pathways there, but you're not doing those intense like 30 times 200 where you're grinding it out regardless and getting totally wrecked. Yes. Am I convincing myself? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Should I do this? Okay, last minute. Yeah, this is the pace that really I perceive I should be doing for like 3 times 10 minutes. So at 6 times 6 minutes, 10 times 3 minutes. Let's hope that, you know, the season is not lost. Certainly better today, but my Achilles has been bad over the last 3 days. There we go. Whew. Yeah, good to be able to run something like normal today, but it is really reduced, and we'll take a couple of easy days again for another key session on Sunday. So thanks for joining the video. It feels like a bit of a weird, almost depressing video. I try and describe the feelings and everything that go along with it, and the mindset. I think it's all about mindset, isn't it? And when you're old like me, yeah, you're set in your ways. I'm training like I used to train in the 80s when I was 20, and I could run a low 15-minute 5k, but it's just not the same. So please, I'd welcome your input to see if it's worth doing this experiment that I've described in this video. My mind's made up. I think I am going to do it, but I sound so insecure, don't I? But that's the way it is for serious sportsmen. I mean, you know, you are insecure to a degree, but I don't need the training sessions to validate my performance and level, do I? It's the races that are important to do that. I mean, if the training is kind of destroying you mentally and putting you in the kind of conflict that I've described, it's not good for you, is it? So yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we can do differently and see how that affects racing, because I think the risk is there will be no racing if I carry on as I am. Right, I am waffling now, so thanks for joining. See you in the next video. Welcome your feedback, as I've said. We'll see how I feel by Sunday, and hopefully we'll get a good structured session in out on the roads, hopefully as well. Will it be a perceived sub-threshold session? I'd like to think so.